Hello, we are happy that you joined us today on the webinar 5 eDetailing life hacks for efficient multi-channel marketing. So just some more housekeeping points while we are waiting for some of the attendees to arrive. This is a live streaming and you're welcome to ask questions. We will try to cover them during the webinar. Do you hear us well? If not, please leave a comment in the question box. Also, this webinar will be recorded and available to review, so don't worry if you miss some interesting info. So, here we are, eDetailing experts from Viseven, and my name is Tatiana Bural.
And my name is Vlada Komarenko, and thanks a lot for joining us today. So, here is the agenda. At the first part, we will cover 5 killer tactics of efficient interactive visual aids. Next, we will talk a bit about eDetailing role in multi-channel marketing. And finally, we'll describe helpful solution for maximum efficiency and engagement.
So, let's go. eDetailing as a term covers more or less any variety of digital information concerning newly marketed drugs, services, and technologies. In other words, it doesn't hold high requirements for the proper use of digital possibilities. In some instances, it simply means that information from a paper-based detail aid is transferred to an iPad or tablet. Naturally, that has little to do with the intelligent use of the digital potential. The main possibility offered by digital in this case is omnipresence, information freed from the restraints of time and space, accessible for the doctor when they need it, where they need it. That means information that's completely independent of an iPad with an attached sales representative to it. Taking these steps towards unfolding the massive digital potential and providing actual intelligent eDetailing, we add a final and essential layer: how they need it. eDetailing is one of the most important components in the marketing toolbox for pharmaceutical companies. Taking advantage of its possibilities cannot only save pharmaceutical companies time and money, it can help them establish a stronger and more trusting bond with physicians. That is, when it's done right. The days where physicians were willing and able to schedule time for sales representative is not much more than a distant memory. Taking charge of the digital possibilities is therefore key for pharma companies, and transforming eDetailing to intelligent eDetailing as a crucial step on their journey. So now we are going to cover 5 live blood tactics of productive presentations.
And the first life hack is relevance and novelty. In your interactive visual aid is rarely updated, as rarely as once a year. Information and images on the slide might become irrelevant and outdated. Of course, the doctor used this opportunity to point out that oversight. Usually they say, "I already seen this," or "You shown it to me before." And HTP have to finish the often hard way and face-to-face or remote visits brought no result. This way, by refusing to update their eDetailing, pharma companies must take consequences for this decision by paying up with interest and opportunities for engagement of their HTPs. So, remember to follow these 3 rules. First, update your interactive visual aids regularly. Then make slides engaging to satisfy the audience. And then optimize your budget, updating slides and not overpaying for the whole presentation.
So the second life hack is about visual and usability. Do not exclude visual tricks and features from your eDetailing, otherwise your presentation will lose that wow effect it can deliver to your audience. With no visualization tools at hand, such as interactivity and animation, without clear branding, and when the key messages do not seem any different from the rest of the elements on the slide, your eDetailing has every chance to join the ranks of other unremarkable brands. So our advice are: use interactive HTML5, not static PDF or PPT. Make the design of the eDetailing consistent. Follow approved branding guidelines. Use brief schemes, concise charts, pop-ups, and other interactive elements. and also make slide elements with key marketing messages engaging.
So here are the third tactics: meet information needs. If your eDetailing does not contain slides with situation familiar to the doctor and is aimed only at promotion, the meeting does not resonate with the audience. It is perceived as advertising, not as rewarding communication for the mutual benefit of both parties. In other words, it's push instead of pull. So, how to make doctors fight for your engaging presentation? For this, you need to follow such rules. Follow the rule of mandatory slide demonstration with relevant KPI setting for every interaction with the doctors. Reflect doctors' daily reality in patient profiles. Demonstrate relatable sickness and treatment cases. Receive and register instant feedback from the doctor. With a questionnaire or survey slide, the meeting is happening in the format of rep-doctor dialogue, not rep's monologue about the product.
Structure and navigation is the fourth tip. Without these guidelines to simple and flexible navigation, a former representative, after having spent a lot of time and effort to simply have a meeting with healthcare professional, still has a high chance of leaving the doctor's office empty-handed. This might be the case not because your rep is an amateur, but because eDetailing at hand turns out to be absolutely inflexible to their needs and the needs of their audience. There is another extreme to this situation though. The navigation is super flexible and convenient, but the amount of slides is so overwhelming that both the representative and their doctors get lost in it. With a clear structure and unity of navigation, it is easier for representatives to navigate the presentation. It takes a couple of hours to learn how to use it, and the audience gets exactly the kind of the info it needs. So, navigation must be simple, with active buttons available leading to key parts of the presentation. The structure of your interactive presentation should be clear, with slides organized in the subject section. This provides for consistency and smooth logical transitions. Your results should be high info perception and retention levels. On the other hand, Pharma rep is not limited by this structure. At any given moment, they can dynamically move over other slides of the eDetailing in order to adjust to the specialization of the doctor, the circumstance, or just present a different aspect of it. Link your eDetailing with other types of content, for example, email or web portal. There should be no isolation from other communication channels. This forms the basis for a multi-channel approach to communication with the doctor. For presentation belonging to the same portfolio, the unity of navigation and common style is maintained.
And the last life hack: always analyze. Refusal to categorize the database and monitor the use of eDetailing leads to under-receiving important insights. If there is no monitoring data, it is difficult for manager responsible for brand promotion to make an informed and correct decision to improve eDetailing. So, it is important to follow these steps. Preset KPI monitoring and set the KPI gathering from your interactive presentation automatically, both in terms of slides amount and view duration, then view with interactive components and questionnaires. Then integrate direct link to CRM and CLM. The reporting data gets tied to a specific doctor or organization, which provides the basis for multi-channel engagement strategy. Next step is to make your presentation collect the KPI both online and offline. Just synchronize when you get internet connection. And also generate KPIs from slides with the key messages into your report.
So, do you want to get the content management black belt? We know how to gain it. We have a proven solution that helps pharma companies provide physicians with the information they want, where they want it, and how they want it. So, and here comes eWIZARD, a universal and unique multi-channel solution that supports all the formats such as Viva, CRM, IQVIA, Agnisha, and Viseven CRM. And remote meetings also are available due to Viva, Browse, and Catfish. Also content for such channels as email, like Viva approved email, IMS compliant field email, also for Salesforce system, Mobile application is also present, like for iOS and Android application, as eWIZARD is integrated with such DEM systems like Viva Vault Promomats, Box, like for the content storing. And also, there is integration with Adobe for the website creation.
With eWIZARD, you can work with different types of content for different channels. Most popular are interactive presentation for CLM and remote detailing, templates for email marketing campaigns, through mobile apps, iOS, Android, Windows, or cross-platforms, due to various websites and engagement portals, and also calculators.
There is a number of approaches that you can use to make your interactive visual aids more engaging. Patient-focused slides like carousels and patient builders. The key benefit is that they should reflect the patient stories that healthcare professionals face every day and, most importantly, offer the solution to the patient problems. This is the true value that the rep brings to the table. Interactive sliders, surveys, and drag-and-drop effects help to engage the physician, activating more senses, bringing real-time data on doctors' preference to market. Diagrams, infographics, and animation helps you present info in a more understandable way. Dynamic navigation to enable on-demand dialogue according to healthcare professional preference, and not fixed script, where reps can jump dynamically to selected parts of the presentation as well as easily search and access requested slides. With eWIZARD, you are in full control of the tactics and approaches that you use for engaging. Monitoring your content performance in the field, you and your agency can adapt the slides effortlessly and quickly, thus making your content resonate with healthcare professionals' real information needs.
eWIZARD templating approach unites creative, development, and localization agencies. A master template, a globally approved branded presentation, wireframe with projected content, structure, menu, controllers, and navigation, containing global guidance for KPI manifesto and naming convention. Global template is shared by eWIZARD Global Store or DEM, and it is available for affiliates for adaptation and reuse at any time.
So what about HTML5 development? eWIZARD platform gives the possibility to apply your own edits to eWIZARD. You can have your approval with possibility to leave comments. And also ready eDetailing for any systems and devices, independent application for iOS, Android, and also websites.
If we are talking about KPIs, eWIZARD helps us to get quantitative and qualitative value. Quantitative value is duration at staying at slide or chapter, number, order, and attitude to the slide. Qualitative is prescription, various interactive questionnaires, chosen therapy, and values due to the CLM possibilities.
eWIZARD gives you a possibility for unique collaborating and co-creating capabilities in one working place. Unite all participants and contribute to the same presentation. Work simultaneously or each independently from one or different locations. See changes live and continue your colleagues' work.
When we speak about eWIZARD, we supply the users with the end-to-end content delivery model, and it is supported by automatic conversion from PDF, PowerPoint, InDesign into the CLM presentation, storage and access to the content with the help of Global Store, fast and easy editing, localization, updating, and adapting, creating email templates, presentation for remote visit and mobile applications, a library of approved files for use and integration with Viva and other systems.
So here you can see eWIZARD approach to most efficient eDetailing for multi-channel marketing. The solution provides end-to-end delivery of any types of content, eDetailing, landing pages, microsites and web portals, email templates, across all available channels for efficient face-to-face and remote visits, as well as for other types of multi-channel marketing. The platform is integrated with Viva, Vault, CRM, Mine, Sites, etc. IQVIA that enables rapid publish and smooth customized analytics for maximum efficiency.
Here we can see an example of efficient multi-channel campaign execution. From capturing data via different ways, I'm finding our data, analyzing and placing into segments, then transferring for automation, personalization, and finally distribution across all available channels.
eWIZARD helps to save up to 50% of the marketing budget on localization and slide update. How is it possible? In short, we can enumerate 6 major points. Reuse ready content in other affiliates with no additional cost, transfer communication and collaboration, predictable and manageable budget, automate content published to Salesforce.com and Marketing Cloud, reduce localization costs and speed up to market, personalization and channel adaptation with budget control.
Innovative automation system helps to cover all the channels and easily manage marketing campaigns within one system. It could be blogging, social media, content management, different email campaigns, contact management, and many others.
We have a bonus for you. We've prepared a checklist of efficient eDetailing for you to easily find how productive is your interactive presentation. In the nearest time, we will send you the link to this checklist, so stay tuned.
Thank you so much for your attention. Hope you enjoy our webinar. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions. We will be happy to help. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.